Hello and welcome back for another reading. I'll just be jumping into, again, like I typically always do, a general message. For a while there, I was trying to structure my readings so that I was doing a general and then a love. But you know what? I'm at the point where if I'm feeling the reading is coming through as a love or a general and a love, then I will call that out as necessary. So I just don't want to create such a consistent cadence where I feel so obligated. I just want to show up and just read instead of being like, this is just a love reading or this is just a general, and avoid what's coming through if it is, what I wasn't anticipating or expecting. So I'm just going to dive in with the tarot, and then depending on what comes through, we'll then pull from some of my oracle. I was really called to clear my space a little bit and only pull out the oracles that I really feel called to supplement the reading with, depending on what wants to come through. So let's go ahead and jump in. Spirit, what are the messages for the highest good of the collective? Messages for guidance, confirmation, clarification, reassurance. Please allow me to be a channel for the collective. The highest greatest good. Only messages that will serve them. Thank you. And so it is. Okay. We have 2 cards out so far. We have 21, which is the World card. This is like full completion. This is 9 of Wands. Ooh, wow. That one felt very intentional. 10 of Pentacles. The way it kind of flipped out, it was like, get out of here. Again, that just really flipped over. Okay, I'm going to take all of those because I feel really called to. So we have the 6 of Pentacles. The 4 of Cups. I know there's some traditional meaning on this. This one really immediately just said getting over something. I'm not sure what that is. 4 of Cups. There's an energy there about just getting over something. Queen of Swords. This feels, I'm hearing cutting toxic ties or cutting, pardon my language, but I'm not sorry, cutting out the bullshit. So, yeah, see, getting over something, cutting the bullshit. I'm getting this energy with this Queen of Swords. It's very empowered energy. I'm really getting that. And then we also have Ace of Wands. Next to the Queen of Swords here, I typically only take 5 cards, but we're just going to go with it. Yeah, I'm getting an empowered energy right now. Really getting over something. I know this is typically like boredom, being maybe unchallenged, boredom, dissatisfied, but I'm not getting that. I'm saying like there is an energy here that has been with you, or kind of hanging around in a sense, and it's like, especially here with this, like this Ace of Wands is like, I just want to take the action. You're being really passionate about something. Now again, this message is it may not resonate for you, and that's okay. If this specific message or what comes through doesn't resonate, just forget about it. Don't try to make it fit. It will just create anxiety, and if that's the case, it is definitely not your message. But if this is your message, then there's something in you that will feel like genuinely like that's for me. Whether you're aware of something like this happening now or it could be happening in the future, there is something that is going to show up in your life energetically, physically, in which this will ring true if it really does set into your soul in some way. Yeah, I'm really getting this feeling, really strong feeling with the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Like there's just this burning desire to just cut out some bullshit. And that could be with a person, that could be an experience, maybe a repetitive experience. It could be friends, it could be a group or an organization, it could be your job, there could be maybe an attitude. I'm getting really specifically to an attitude. So there could be like someone or something well, something, who gives you attitude? Maybe your cat. I know mine does. But I hope that doesn't apply to me, because I love my cat's attitude. Anyway, yeah, this could definitely be that you're just like, I'm done with this. Like, done with that BS, done with this attitude. And you have this fire that's been lit beneath you to move into this, I'm really cutting through this and getting over something. Like, and I'm not saying that there's something that's been bothering you or on your mind and you are just trying to brush it under the rug to move on because you're just tired of it being there. You truly are making the mental note, taking mental note and really being clear and like really objective with yourself. I really do feel that here with the Queen of Swords, is that I am over this. I don't know, like, no, it's like I'm over this and I'm going to take action to just cut ties, cut through the bullshit, knock it off. Like, whatever that is, it does feel like it could more heavily lean towards a person or an experience in some setting with people. Because if I'm saying attitude, it really does feel like it's coming from a very specific person. It doesn't have to be someone you're interacting with a whole lot. I'm getting here, oh, you know what? This is really strong. So with the World card here, 9 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, you have really come to realize, you've really come to realize your worth and your value. And it could be you have this monetary, financial gain, wealth. I'm getting a sense here with the 10 of Pentacles that you might be internally recognizing your worth and your value, but you're also like starting to really perceive that sense of value outside of yourself, being surrounded by what you have created. Even if to everyone else, or how you used to see it before, that you didn't feel abundant, I'm getting a sense that you're really like, I know my worth and my value. I am so rich in abundance. I have the health, I have the wealth, I have the material abundance. Like, maybe you're starting to see all of that pushing and striving and grinding in your life, and there's this culmination that has occurred, and it does feel like it could be deeply internal, that there is this like self-revelation, realization about yourself and your life, and you're starting to actually perceive that abundance in your surroundings. So maybe you're someone that always felt like, I'm not really abundant, I don't feel abundant in my life, or I don't know, and it's probably because you didn't know what your worth was, or maybe you didn't really stand in your power. And now you're like, I don't know what happened. I feel abundant. I'm recognizing it. I really do feel like there was some sort of huge turning point, culmination, energy here. Now, I'm not like I'm not an astrologer. I'm not heavy into like that. I love it. I'm all about it, but I don't read it. And I don't follow like all of the planetary alignments and the moon stuff, but I do believe in the power of where those alignments are at and what they can influence in your life. I am aware that there was this full moon in Virgo, which really, what I was told is about really detoxing and detaching and letting go, clearing out something, but also kind of standing in this empowered energy, because less is more. And I feel like there's an energy here that you've stepped into around that. And maybe that getting over something that's really been weighing you down or holding you back or keeps coming up and making you feel, it's just bringing you down. Like, if it's a person, it's a negative Nancy. If it's a person, it's a rude ass Karen. I'm sorry if those are your names. I just, the idea around those things, right, that people have, created. But like something like that, like there's something you're like, this is done. I'm done with this. And if it's old stories that are recycling and coming up, you're just like, yeah, done with it. And it's not this brushing on the rug and burying it away so that I can just get over it. It's truly, I'm ready to accept what this is for what it is and completely just let go of that energetic tie, because that doesn't serve me. It is like a full-on closure. You really embodied this, like this fire that was lit under you to really clear away something that has been holding you back. And it could be one thing, it could be a multitude of things. And I do feel like you're really, it's almost like you are kind of perceiving yourself, and not in an arrogant way or self-centered way, but in this, I fluff and know who I am. I really wanted to swear and I felt told not to. Like, you really know who you are, and you know that you're a badass. Like, something in your mind like just flipped, and you're like, these people don't matter. What you say doesn't matter because it doesn't bring me value. It doesn't influence me in the right ways, or what this, how this experience or these friends make you feel. Like, whatever it is, it could be family too. You're just like so self-aware in something. I'm getting this sense with the 9 of Wands here that there is someone here, obviously it could be you, I read for you. If it's not you, that's okay. That this is like, I'm getting this super strong feeling of the way she's like looking down, like she's just kind of standoffish, but she's like, I'm a boss and I know it. And that's not coming from this self-centered place. It really is coming from this truly beautifully embodied, empowered energy, because you've identified, you see your own worth and value, and it's showing, even if your life hasn't drastically changed on the outside, like you don't have more money or you don't have a nicer home or nicer things, but somehow you feel like you are so rich in this area of your life and you're seeing it. And I think it's because you're realizing just how bossed up you are. And like, it's almost like you were always this, but your expansion, your like spiritual expansion, your self-awareness, it just all of a sudden, like, it's like what your view is here, it's like all of a sudden your view is like here. Now it's just like opened up. That abundance and this awareness of your self-value and your worth, who you are, like what you're meant to create and who you're meant to be and how you're meant to show up and be seen and you're meant to take up space, all these things, it's like that was always there. It was always there. What's out here in this space of, awareness has always been there. You just decided to open up your, open the blinders up a little bit more. Your view has just drastically increased. And so you just are really stepping into this beautifully empowered energy. And it's not a toxic one. It's not this, like I said, it's not arrogant. It's not toxic. It's not, it's truly this confidence. And it does really come from deep within. And it's you standing in your power. It's you standing in your, having those boundaries and like not letting those break. And it almost like you're creating those boundaries for yourself, or you have them in place and you're starting to catch yourself. So like if you're in a position where you're kind of being like pushed or influenced to bend one of your boundaries, like, and they're for yourself, right? And normally maybe you would have bent and, folded a little bit and given into something, and, boundaries didn't matter at that point. Now you're like, nope, I know what my boundaries are. I honor myself. I know my worth. Like, I know my worth and my value. I know my time. I know my energy, and I feel rich in that. And I only receive, I only allow in people who also, because 6 of Pentacles is about equal give and take, right? It could be generosity and charity. There could be something here for you in terms of a gift or being able to receive something, and you might have something show up in your life that does show up as a gift. But I get this sense that you're like, only people who can meet me there and be like equally receptive. I show up and I can pour into you, but you pour back into me. And I know that. And you can have boundaries with these people and they have boundaries with you. And there's this beautiful circle of honor and respect because you both see each other and you see each other's worth and your value. It's just, I'm sorry, it's so repetitive. Play the broken record, but that's, it's really just this, such an empowered energy, and it's such a beautiful energy to be in because it takes a long time for people to get to that point where they really see themselves in their completeness. And I'm not saying you're perfect, and I'm not saying you're fully healed. In life, you'll always be healing, you'll always be improving, you'll always be growing, and if you choose to want it, you'll always and continuously be, seeking that growth, that maturity, that learning, where, spiritual development, spiritual evolution, all of it's already been there. It's always there. It's how much do you want to see? How much do you want to know? Are you ready for that knowledge? So I feel like as long as you're continuing to be in that, you're just going to continue to step more and more into this beautiful, abundant energy. I mean, this self-assured, really self-assured. Even if, like, on the external side of your life, however you show up in life, we all have insecurities. Human beings, we have an ego. It's hard to come out of this programming that, we've had with us for so long. I'm saying we, myself included, where, society or upbringings teach us to live life a certain way, to show up a certain way, to be a certain way. And when you stop listening to the noise and you stop listening to what everyone else says and you really truly listen to what it is that you want without any fail, you really step out of that programming and you start to embody that I am so abundant and rich. And it's not about the outside things that validate that experience, that validate that truth. And it's an energy. It's truly this energy. And I'm just getting now that with that energy that you're stepping into, that with the Six of Pentacles, because you're in that, you're holding that. It's like you're holding that with unwavering faith, or with unwavering faith, excuse me. There could be a gift. There could be something of generosity coming in for you. Someone's going to give to you. There could be something like that showing up. I feel so like, I feel really excited for whoever this is, whatever this energy is. It's like, go get them, tiger. It's such a beautiful energy. It's so empowered. It's like, I want to be around this person. I want to be influenced in my life by the best people. I want to be surrounded with the right people. This is your energy, and that's how I'm feeling about your energy. So know that if you're ever questioning yourself, where you're at in your life, does it look okay? What do people think? Know that the energy you hold within, that you are really like, it's like you've woken up to this truth that you're like, wow, I knew I was cool, but like, I know I'm awesome. You're the awesome sauce, right? You're like the secret sauce. You go to a restaurant, they're like, you want the secret sauce? And you're like, yes, that makes everything better. That's you. And, wow, yeah. This is just like, you're the person. This just came to mind. Okay. You're the person everyone wants to be around. You're the person that people want to get to know. You're the person that people want to talk about because they don't know much about you. Because there's something about you that's mysterious. Because it's like you know something that they don't. You know who you are. And there's a lot of people that don't know who they are. And it's that. It's like I just step into that and I embody that. But the thing I just got is... sun just went down, so sorry about the lighting. You know how sometimes, like, you've ever met someone in your life, maybe you were younger, especially when we're younger, we kind of like feel this way about other people. You ever saw someone in your life and they were just the most unique person. They just did what they wanted. They showed up when they wanted. They, engaged when they wanted. They didn't seem like they were trying to fit in. They were just themselves, and there was something so intriguing and curious about that person. I remember experiencing that with people in my past when I was like a lot younger, And I always thought that person, even though they're so like off being their own person, doing their own thing, there's something so cool about them and it's so intriguing and I want to get to know that person, but it's like they don't have time of day for me. But that's not true, right? They could be so welcoming and loving, but you felt intimidated but also so desiring to be in that person's space. You are now that person. It's like the cool cat in town. Like, you're the cool cat now, whether you realize it or not. And when you are around people, people want to just talk to you. They want to just be around you. They want to know what you're up to. People might start, I don't want to say they'll reach out to you, but if you're like out and about, like just in public, minding your own business, doing your own thing, I'm getting a feeling that it's like you're checking out in the store with groceries and like the cashier can't stop talking to you. And like they just immediately start telling you their life story and there's like a whole line behind you and you're just like, yeah, that's super cool. Oh my gosh, you know what? You're just going to get it. Don't you worry. You know, it's like this beautiful natural conversation. And it's like the cashier can't shut up because they just love talking to you. They love your energy. And it's like going through the drive-thru for coffee and you just really hit it off in terms of a great conversation, really short-lived, but great conversation. And like, they want to keep talking to you at the window. Maybe someone random you run into at the park or someone random you run into just walking down the street and they got to stop and just say something to you. That's how magnetic your energy is and is becoming because you're the queen, you're the king, you're the boss, you know, with the bag. That's what I'm getting. All right, I need to pull some more cards. I'm about ready to lose my natural lighting here. So, we had like the weirdest weather today. I am really feeling called for this Starseed Oracle energy. I love this little deck. Here's the first one. So the first one out is light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. Well, if that's not like confirmative, I don't know what is. Yeah, like I think that's what you're stepping into right now. And I think it's meant to say like, what it's saying is like, you're not meant to hide anymore. Like you're not meant to try to fit in. You're meant to be that black sheep. You're meant to stand out and be that bright light. Be that energy and that inspiration for other people. We have courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. This is really giving me that strong, just do what you want to do and be who you want to be. And do not worry about what anyone else thinks. Live in that power because I swear to you, that is how people are going to show up for you. And that's how people are going to find you without you having to make the effort to go seek something out. You just get to sit pretty. And we have Gaia. That doesn't mean you don't take action. Sitting on the couch does not manifest dreams. Okay. Gaia, connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. All right. Let me do this because then you can just see all the cards. All right. I am going to leave it there. I don't feel like there's any more to come through. That was such a potent, powerful message. I'm really like excited for whoever this resonates for. Like, this is truly like, this is like the coming into your own kind of energy. Like, your life goes from being version 1 to being version 2. Totally different, totally separate, expressing differently, experiencing differently. Maybe your interests change. That is totally okay because you're meant to change. You're not meant to be the same. That is not what life is about. If you're meant to be the same, then you would be super boring. So that's how I see it. All right. Yes, it's getting dark. So I'm going to leave the message there. I really hope that this message was helpful. I hope it resonated for some of you, all of you, at least one of you, because that makes me the happiest to know that I'm helping somebody out there have clarity or guidance in some way, shape, or form. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, tell me how it resonated, and subscribe so you don't miss anything in the future. But until next time, thanks for watching.